a fantastic battle. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
That's caught. It's Moffitt. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. The running back has it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now improvising. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets open down the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Moffitt. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He'll ride his man on the option. They get him on the ground. A 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll give it to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 on.
it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Line getting set on 2nd down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one,
looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got him downfield. Still running at the 40. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football on the lot. You're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the ground game. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. A fair catch called for and made. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26.
2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26. 2nd and 9 from their own 26.
He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. The quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally. It's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Utes moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The play action fake. On the run, still looking. He'll let one go down the right side. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs. Nice execution by this offense.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Play number 9 on this drive. Wants to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
On the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move.
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Utah! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're trying to get to him. It's complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He's looking to throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Badger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll immediately call timeout.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, they knock him free. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Buying some time. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? And the Badgers will move the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Quick strike complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
A first down run in the red zone. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Third and goal coming up here. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. To the ground with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Finally run. But he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Off the play fake on first down. They're working that left side.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
On the run, it's Moffitt. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll run play action. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Utah 21, Wisconsin 10.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
I tell you what, I love having a quarterback that trusts himself, that knows in a big situation in the fourth quarter, he can take off and still take care of the football, get a big first down, continue to put this offense in a good position to succeed.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's going to pass. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. This time he's got him.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Unloads quickly.
The pass on first down. Caught by the receiver. Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Moffitt. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pulls it in. The Badgers' third down defense just hasn't been great. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Catch in the middle, it's Newton. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Mississippi State is putting on a show offensively. It feels like they've been ringing those cowbells all game. They're up by 20 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Wisconsin, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Utes! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes with the return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get 1 more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
1st down here with time for maybe 1 more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Touchdown, Utah! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Going for 6. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
He wants to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. At the 15, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
All wideouts, no backs. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The give to the right. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.